taken higher positions initially, probably they would not be able to see that drastic growth. But a guy who is joined as a peon or the low grade, as long as there's a belly in, fire in belly, as entrepreneurial skill set. So though he is working as employee, but still his growth is far better than the others. Even you normally people call entrepreneurs means he has to have some startup, some business. No, 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 no. Even be it any Wipro or Infosys or Unilever or Reliance, there are many employees. Still, they are employee of their companies, those companies, but they have the entrepreneurial skill set. So, the entrepreneur to call him as entrepreneur, he or she need not to be start any startup or any business. Even being an employee, also he can pursue that entrepreneurial skill set line. So what I would say is normally because of starting company is easier than getting a good job in present situation, because see 10 million graduates are coming out of the college each year. That means 1 crore. See, roughly we have less than 10 lakh white collar jobs. It's still very competitive. So what I would say is starting again. There are many people say that okay, having your own business, having your own startup, you will have your luxury life, and then you don't need to work for someone. That is wrong, because being an entrepreneur, see me in my case, many people think that okay, I'm not working for anyone, but in my case, I am working for thousands, because I need to work for each and every my customer, because I see weekly basis report how many complaints I have received, either for product or delivery failures or whatever it is, and then I have to stick with. So that means I need to take care of those many customers. So I am working for them indirectly. He might not be able to curse me like my boss curses if I work under someone else, but still I am working for the customer. So the entrepreneur having a own business is always costlier and tougher than working as employee. But if you are able to put the same efforts in the being an employee, still you would be recognized as a entrepreneur, and then you can come up with your own business, your own startup any time, and then always right time is the right time. That's all I wanted to say. And then again, vulnerability, challenges, there won't be any. Again, see, when you say the challenges, I would say if someone wants to start their own business, don't get into the food business, don't get into the tourism business or travels. Like that, there are many areas where there are a lot of vulnerabilities, at least for next 1 to 2 years. And again, entrepreneurs, I would say my suggestion is try to find out the sick industries in their domain. Let us say I want to start a startup, I want to have my startup in a travel department or the food business. Find out first how many of the companies are sick. That means they're not able to run their business smoothly. Identify that itself is the evaluating your idea, because that means there are many people started. There is what we do is we are slightly modifying the business model, nothing else, right? So your gut feeling is that slight modification of the business model might make you success, but never know if the guy who is under losses or under sick might have implemented the same small business change what you are thinking of, but we never know. That is, the planning is more important, especially when it comes to the startup. So if you see, because normally when someone is starting a business as a startup, I don't think he will disclose that to each and everyone. But normally, what we do in one of our portfolio, there are many entrepreneurs comes to us and then they say that sir, we want to start this manufacturing or we want to services. What we would say is Yeah, you wanted to start something, you have something in your mind, but our ultimate solution is go to the some third party, and then let us say one of our portfolio is if someone comes to us to saying I want to start something here, first thing we will say is we will take their data and then we do analysis on behalf of them, and then feasibility report we will submit. For that we charge some X amount. That is one portfolio. But honestly, from my, I would not, I shouldn't be sharing this information, but I am sharing. 80% of the such proposals, such feasibility studies given by us to our customers indicates that, yeah, you anyway we whatever the charge we are supposed to charge, we are charging, but we want to give the fair analysis. 80% our reports indicate that okay, your worship you want to start, but this business would not succeed. Again, 50% of the people, our customers, will say, "Sir, thank you, sir, you have given excellent." Because if you say it would not succeed, we will have to give the data for the supporting data, and we explain them such a way that okay, just because of this reason, this reason, this reason, okay, it would not succeed. Because of this, so we give them, we explain them such a way that this would not succeed just because of these factors, and then this would succeed just because of these factors. 50% of our customers will listen to us. Sir, thank you so much, sir. If I had started, even our report indicate that if you start this business, if you wind up within 6 months, this is what you will loss. If you start this business, if you run for 1 year, and then after 1 year, if you realize same thing, yeah, this company told we would not succeed, and this would be your loss. We'll give them clearly. But again, we are not saying we are. See, if someone says accurate is yours, I would say 99% it happens whatever we say, because we don't say blindly, because we analyze so much of data. Again, we do the competitors analysis as well. Again, the customer behavioral aspects in that particular segment. So most of 50% of the customers will listen to us. Thank you, sir. And then yeah, we would not go ahead with this project, and then we will wind up. We don't start this one. In case if any better opportunities, just please let us know, sir. We are ready to invest. There are 20 to 30% of their customers. What do you know? They have made their mindset. They want to start that business, no matter, because normally, this is how the interpretation. See, you wanted to do something, and then you asked me my suggestion. Let us say if I give you the neutral, if I say may or may not neutral situation, you always take it as a positive way. Positive in the sense, because your mindset is already made such a way that I want to do this business. So you interpret my statement in such a way that Srinivas has given go ahead statement. Let us say if your mindset is zero, because you are not made your mind to start that business, neither start nor drop, but you have taken 10 different opinions from 10 different advisors. As long as you are open minded, you always consider that to the as a neutral. So many people they make their mindset and they come back to us. They pay our charge, whatever the charge we are charging from them to do that business feasibility analysis. But 20 to 30% of the people, well, even if you give neutral away, but still they pursue that business, and then yeah, there are some people that succeeded, no doubt in it, maybe 4 or 5, maximum up to 10%. But 90 up to 90-95% we are accurate in that. So entrepreneurs and then the dear entrepreneurs and the college students, my suggestion is idea is always idea. And single idea can change your life, and not only your life, because it can give jobs, and then it can feed so many unemployment. But again, make sure that you do due diligence, and then take advisors' inputs into the consideration, because more than education, experience matters, because that is the reason most of the companies says we want experienced people, because some student says without you give a job, how do I claim as experience? Yes, there is a way, because there are many people, they struggle, they learn a lot of things, because even I do, some people, some students approach us for their internship and summer, because they want to differentiate from than the other students when they go out to seek a job. So always there are some opportunities, there are always ways to gain experience, and again there are many students even they work in the interim as a internship. Certainly they get some stipend as well, and then they learn a lot during that, because especially when it says interim internship, there are many colleges internship is not mandatory, but they seek out of their passion, because okay, I want to learn, why should I be ideal in this summer? Because as long as you are passionate about to do something, you will always find some ways to uh, find a way to learn. So just to be open-minded, and then try to talk, meet as many people as in that particular segment where exactly you want to venture out your startup, and then make a note of it, and then do the analysis, and then once if you feel it is feasible, it's all, there is always opportunities society. Thank you so much, sir. Again, I want to say that considering the present situation, see, until last month, during last three lockdowns, government has taken solo responsibility to protect us. That was the reason they kicked off the lockdown. Now they shared that responsibility to the civilians like us, because you are a human, and then you must know what to do, what not to do in order to curb this virus. So, considering that each and every one of us have a responsibility to curb this virus, for that we certainly need to maintain the social distancing. Again, the reason is that if, be it if you want to start up again, the we are also integral part of the society. The society is good, the cash flow is circulating as we expected, even any business can run and then it can make money. But once the like this viruses attacks the people, and then the economy slows down, again the problem repeats. Same whatever the startups have started 3 4 years back, like travel industry and all, they are struggling a lot now because with zero business for next 2 years. So the see, the, 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 the point I want to make is, even if you can educate 10 different people about the coronavirus, and then the reason behind social distancing, and then the reason behind using all these not going out unnecessarily, other than you need some essential items, that itself is the skill set of the students, because there are many students now, I see students are roaming in and around the city. See, students, those are not able to understand this kind of situation, never be able to come up with different ideas. So now each when you want to be entrepreneurs, more than academics, what I would say, academics anyway, they have to study, they have to write exams, they have to pass it. But you always keep an eye on the day to day what is happening in the society, and then what is the change in the human mentality in last decade versus this decade. Again, now see there are many startups. See, we say the global warming, global warming, global warming. That is the one area where lot of opportunities still. There are some startups coming up and then they are doing that. For example, there are many startups, they are taking care of the plantation and then they adapt that and then they get paid from the owner of the plant. So these are normal people might not be able to make out how they are making money, why do they do, but that those startups are helping a lot to the society in terms of global warming concept. So different angles. Again, when you have a one idea, don't go with one idea. At least you need to have if you want to be entrepreneur, you need to have at least 4 or 5 different ideas, and then you have to chart it down one best out of the 5. So normally some people hooked up to the one idea and then they blindly go and then they end up closing down the sooner. So what I would say is, even in the present situation, even you can showcase your leadership qualities and then your entrepreneurship qualities, especially in this COVID, because of this, especially this virus has given plenty of time to the students, and then fortunately the Google and then the YouTube, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to do, explore, you have in front of you, because everyone is having mobile laptops. So keep spending quality time for learning, unlearning, and relearning. These are the 3 things when it comes to the, because of startups, especially even in my case, even many entrepreneurs, they start company X with one concept, but as time goes, they tweak that business model such that where it meets what exactly it needs to the society. That means there is a society requirement is some X, but we thought that is not X, that is Y. But only when you start, you realize that no, this is not the what exactly our customers want. They want some changed model of our product. Obviously, we have to change it in order to survive in society. So keen observation, and then again time to time, you be with what is happening in and around you. That keeps you learning, unlearning, and relearning time to time, and then that make you to succeed. Thank you. The question sorry, you can open it for Q&A.
Yeah. Okay. There are few questions, sir. I will read out. You please answer, sir. There is a question from Sumant. Hi, sir. After many relaxations given in lockdown in 4.0, almost all companies restarted their work progress. Is it a good time to startup company, and can the product or the service sustain in the market? Is this pandemic situation? So this is a question, sir.
No, after lockdown, what was that? Repeat again.
Okay, after many.
1 second, I will put my speaker, sir.
Okay.
Resound actually somewhere, I don't know.
Okay.
Now tell me.
After many relaxations given in lockdown in 4.0, almost all companies restarted their work progress. Is it good time to start a startup company, and can the product or the service sustain in the market in this pandemic situation?
Yeah, see, most of the companies started, but they have started with a doubt only. See, the reason why they have locked down is there are 2 reasons. If they,
yes, sir. Yeah.
Noise is coming. No, I put better. No. See, the reason for lockdown, see, as I said, government has taken whole responsibility to protect our citizens. They did a wonderful job, no doubt. If they would have not did that lockdown, what happens? People, those are careless. There are some people always think, okay, when the time comes, everyone will go. So we should not afraid of our death. Okay, let me do whatever I want to do. Some people will open their business. Some people, those are very cautious about their health, would not be able to open with that doubt. But however, because of their competitor are doing their business, this guy also has to open, otherwise he will lose the market. See, by kicking off the lockdown, everyone is going to close their businesses, and then there is no competition in between. So everyone will sit relax, and then at least 90% of their lockdown rules would be followed by the citizens. That's what happened. But unfortunately, because people need food, and then lockdown. See, cash flow is very much important because we cannot reprint the money every now and then. It's the same. See, let's say same 100 rupees will travel 10 different people. That becomes there is 1,000 rupees cash flow in society. But 100 rupees only. The physical money is only 100 rupees, but it changed 10 different people, so the cash flow become 10 times 10,000 rupees. So that is more important to run the government and then to keep the citizens happy. But because of they cannot prolong that lockdown, they reopened. So still people, because there is an element, that's what the government is also says. Now the responsibility lies with the citizens, because you said you guys are struggling and not able to make at least 20% of the population. That means lower daily wage people, they are not able to make 3 times a meal, so that we are opening. But you must be cautious. You must protect you and your employees and then the neighbors. Otherwise, probably if they open another lockdown, probably that would go for 2 months, 3 months. So that is the reason people normally, again, people will ask how long would it be. So normally, see, let us say if there is any virus, our bodies will come up with antivirus soon, because ultimately our immune system would be more and more being redeveloped. So after a certain time, what happens? Our immune system much stronger, and then that virus will be weakened so that it will go. Of course, in between the medicine comes, that is different story. Even in case it prolongs also. So what I would say is the answer to that question, again, that depends on service or product. The product, it is very difficult now. The reason is that see, you can take it as a 2 ways. Now see, if you look at Bangalore and metropolitan cities, only 30% of the, again I'm talking about the not the top level, not the skilled, semi-skilled. Semi-skilled in the sense it is not a white collar job, you can call it as a pink collar job. Again, they would draw at least 30 to 50,000 rupees salary. In any manufacturing industry, only 30% of the people are local people. If it is the Bangalore, Karnataka people, only 30 people. 70 people would be either MP or UP or Orissa or Bihar or Rajasthan. Let us say, if you take the Rajasthan people are very much skilled in the, especially crafting stone, like laying down the granite, so many white marble, that marble, this marble. See, if you take anywhere in Vijayawada also, I believe, if anyone is laying down the marbles, he is certainly from the Rajasthan. Now, if you look at the if you take this lockdown, after lockdown, all that 70% of the semi-skilled workforce are gone back to their hometowns, because they also take care of their families and they have to see that, right? And they also struggled. Now, you take a lockdown opened, but practically, if you look at in reality, only 30%. Most of the manufacturing industries can run only 1 shift out of 3 shifts, because they work not in any more workforce. Now, again, there are some cases. Semi-skilled people, that means, let's say there is one machinery that is being operated by Rajasthani, but all our local people are attendants to him. But when the operator itself is not existed, all these people are sitting idle, because of these guys doesn't know how to operate that machine. Mostly we'll have a backup plan. But even yesterday, 1 or 2 of our customers were talking, and then, sir, this lockdown is open, and then we are have a allowed to run from 6 to 7, morning 6 a.m. to the evening 7 a.m., 7 p.m., the manufacturing industry, but still they have lack of the resources because all their skilled, semi-skilled people are gone back to their hometown. So it is in one way, if it is service based, yes, it is ultimately it's better as long as you have resources. If it is the manufacturing, it is going to be very tough. It is not suggestible. Again, there are many changes going to come because let us say now you have an idea and then you are going to start it. But tomorrow government says no, this cannot be, because there are many rules going to be changed, even labor laws, manufacturing, and as well as the packaging rules. There are many rules going to be changed by the government. So always better to wait until the economy gets set right, and then the people mindsets comes back to the original, where they can spend money, where they can move around closely. So now starting at this point of time is a major risk. So I would suggest not to go if it is a manufacturing related startup. If it is service, better to wait even that also. That's up to you. Again, that depends on your product, your service.
Okay, sir. Next question. Good morning, sir. Because of continuous lockdown, people and consumers purchasing power reduced. So how can a startup earn profit in this situation?
Again, see, that's what, if your startup is dealing with the daily essential, forget about whether they are locked down, whether they are getting money or not. They have to eat 3 times a day, and then they have to educate their kids. So your startup is scattered to serve in that essential items. Probably there is a way to survive. See, making money is anyway startup. If someone says the moment I start company I make money, that is wrong. See, again I am telling you, any startup, this is a very simple philosophy. If your startup, your business can survive 1,000 days, that means 3 continuous years. Even the company is running under losses. If you are able to survive, if you don't close your business 1,000 days, I am sure from the next day your business is stable, and then you would be able to make money. But first 1,000 days you would not be expecting. You should not expect in any startup. If you see, because of startup, there has some different meaning. See, if you are a kirana shop, if you're putting a kirana shop, what is your goal? Okay, I'm putting 10 lakh rupees for this business, and then this is what my interest, and then this is what my rent, and then this is what my salary, and then if I make 20,000 more than what is these expenses, okay, I am happy, and then you are okay. So any kirana shop or any hotel guy will think in that way. But when it comes to the startup, mass production, startup in the sense, scalability is important. Today, you put a one kirana shop here. Let us say every month you are making 50,000. You don't be, if you are happy with that 50,000 rupees, and then if you want to continue to run, you cannot call it as a startup. Startup in the sense you have to replicate that model. Yes, this is succeeded. I made this much money. Okay, I made 5 lakh rupees in the first year. Why don't I put this 5 lakh rupees and then bring another 10 lakh rupees? Why don't I start? Why don't I clone? We call it as a clone or replicate. Why can't I replicate the same business in X city or Y city or some other nagar? So scale up. So because when you scale up, obviously, if you have a 10 rupees, you will bring another 90 rupees, and then you start another franchise, another branch. So like that, see, now you have one branch, it is making money 20,000 rupees every day, 20,000 rupees every month. But there is another branch you newly set up, and then that is making 30,000 rupees loss every month. So your net loss is 10,000 rupees continuously. Like that, if you start one branch every 6 months, maybe 1,000 days, you will have, let us say, 6 branches. Out of 6 branches, 5 branches are already making money. Only one branch is making loss because of it just newly started 6 months back. So now when all 6 branches are making profit, and then when you make it as a foolproof process, and someone else will come, sir, I want to invest in your money because you started your business and then you made 6 branches, and then if I give you another 10 crores, probably you'll make 100 branches because of you have a executed plan. It's a proven plan. Because there is a, see, if someone is started 1 branch and started 6 branches in 3 years, it does not mean that everyone can do that, because there is a secret sauce. He has some key element which is only for him, only he knows. Like that. So especially for answer to your question, that depends on your service or the product. Let us say if you are going for, see, there are some boutiques are coming up. If you look at in Vijayawada, there are some boutiques, they deal only with 1 lakh sarees. They don't deal anything less than 1 lakh rupees salary, 1 lakh rupees saree. Now again they need about 5 crores to 10 crores rupees investment to start. Yeah, it was a reason, because now let us say if the marriages are happening, any family functions are happening, because of here people are so passionate, and passion is one thing. The second one is they want to showcase their status. Yeah, I am using the 1 lakh sarees, let us say. They know that there are many functions lined up and then people will come and buy, they put. Now there won't be any functions at all. These guys does not need to show up, right? Yeah, we have the status, we have 1 lakh. So no point of starting a boutique with such costly sarees.